Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. For those who are new, my name is Milu. I was born clairvoyant, which means I don't use any tools to read. I'm also a psychic and a medium. I want to say thank you to Greta, Cappy's mom, Noel, Pat, Linda. Thank you very much for helping me, whether you are here or not. Whenever you can, I appreciate it. Uh, there are two things on my mind today. School opening for kids, potential for a disaster. But you know something? Intuitively, I feel, my prediction, we are entering a dangerous phase in the Trump presidency. Please don't, because I said that, don't go crazy over it. I'm talking about in terms of how desperate he is, and intuitively, I feel the Republican Party, because everything Trump does, he doesn't do it by himself. Yes, he makes those decisions, and he acts on them if he feels in his narcissistic mind they will serve him, or his base won't mind. But Trump doesn't do anything in a vacuum, in a sense that, for example, when he pardoned Stone Friday, Graham knew, Moscow Mitch knew, all these people knew that Trump was going to do this. It was not new. Regardless, intuitively, I feel of what they say, if Trump does not tell them directly, intuitively, I feel people around Trump or the White House lawyers told them, because they are in communication. Trump is not doing everything he's doing in a vacuum. And the reason I'm saying this is if we listen to what Republicans have been saying, that, older people, if they die, they should put themselves out there. If they die, they die. And now it's the turn of our babies. They should go to school because they should free their parents to go back to work, basically, because that's what Trump feels is going to serve him. He feels that, and trust me, the economy is not going to be. Thank you very much, June O. Thank you very much for the super chat and your generosity. I appreciate it. Regardless of what Trump does now, and unfortunately, my prediction from last year is, I still hope I'm wrong. The economy is going to has taken a major hit, and no, Trump is not going to benefit whenever it rebounds. I feel it will when we have another president who takes this pandemic seriously, who doesn't take ego trips, listens to the scientists, and make sure that everyone wear face coverings. That's what I feel. But barring that, nothing is going to change. The economy is going to go up and then goes back down, or the stock market, if you will, and the rest of the economy is going to follow. But my point is, when I say we are entering a dangerous phase, and Trump, everything he does is with the addition of the Republicans, the leaders, the people in the leadership, McConnell, Cruz, Graham, that Cuban guy from Florida, Rubio, thank you very much, Mamie Self. Thank you for your super chat and your generosity. I really appreciate it. Mamie Self and DE, thank you. They are so desperate now. Trump is willing to burn down the country before he leaves, because I heard in the news that he still has a little bit of hope. His campaign still feel that there is a glimmer of hope they can win. I don't know how that's going to happen. And yes, they lied to him which is how they're going to be able. That's what he used to do to his dad to get away with whatever he used to do when he was younger. So nothing wrong with that karma. Okay, but Republicans are still supporting Trump with the full knowledge that a lot of us will catch this thing and die from it. There is no doubt on my mind. And some of them are being guided because, by their ignorance. Some of them went to Harvard. I for the life of me, I don't know how. I never tried to get into Harvard. First of all, I'm an immigrant. By the time I came here, it was too late for me to understand the culture and, to recognize, okay, the difference between Harvard and Iona College. But since Iona College was close to my house and it was in my neighborhood, I didn't have to walk because I didn't have a car then. I went to Iona. But the point I'm trying to make is, how is it that such a prestigious university gave degrees to the McInerney's of this world and Ted Cruz, among others? And these people, instead of trying to save lives, they are lying and perpetuating the lie that Trump is putting out there. Yes, he's changing his mind because things are not going his way. He's beginning, or he has come to the realization that he's shooting himself in the foot, but he can't change. Like this morning, he tweeted something that Chuck Hillary posted on Twitter. Are you kidding me? But the point I'm trying to make is, with the support of the Republican Party, Trump has made a conscious effort. First of all, he's not going to do anything about it. He's going to ignore it, and he's going to put everything on the states. He doesn't care. Not until people rise up and demand better, Republicans will continue, intuitively I feel, to do what they are doing. And if we think we've seen the worst from Trump and his family yet, hold on tight. I'm saying this, friends. I'm just preparing you for it because he is going to try to tap every single past dumb things he has done, and there is no boundary when it comes to Trump. Obviously, we all know that, and we are all wondering, what is he going to do next? I don't know. Right now, at this point, there are a number of things that he can do that can really, Friday was the worst. He pardoned a felon, okay, while he commuted his sentence. And as I was, over the weekend, I've been thinking, what else will this guy do? Will he do anything worse? Yes. He's going to do worse thing. And you know something? None of the decisions he's going to make going forward will work for him, and most of them will not be in his best interest, just like he's trying to badmouth Dr. Fauci. I believe I predicted, I'm surprised. Well, I did say that I was surprised Dr. Fauci is still with him, but what I feel Dr. Fauci is doing, intuitively I feel, because I focused on him as well over the weekend, because of the way Trump is going about attacking him, he doesn't care anymore. And I expected him to behave that way earlier. So it feels like to me what Dr. Fauci is doing, this is going to, it has already blown up on Trump's face. But Dr. Fauci is going to continue to speak out because he doesn't care. He's 78 years old. He's still in good spirit, in good shape. He has a tremendous voice and platform. That's what I mean when I say not everything Trump going forward is going to do will help him. Dr. Fauci has already won this round, intuitively, I feel. And Trump is looking like, well, this morning he retweeted something Chuck Hillary tweeted. So that's intuitively to me, that's a sign that he has nothing left. So he has already lost this battle. And he will continue to attack more people if you disagree with him. And some of them don't even have to disagree with him. All you have to do is, if he woke up on the wrong side of the bed that day and he doesn't like you, for some reason he changes his mind about you, you're in trouble. He's going to continue to do these things. But they are not going to help him. Those things will not change his poll numbers. His poll numbers will continue to drop. That's my prediction. I would be surprised. I predicted this a long time ago, and I'm getting it again. I believe I did. They will drop below 30. It's a matter of time. And the way this virus is raging in the red states, a lot of people, unfortunately, the virus does not discriminate, but a lot of people from Trump's base will become victim of this thing. And that's where we're gonna see those numbers really drop precipitously. Like in Florida, I read the polls this morning. I predicted Florida a long time ago. So I want to make sure I remind those, or I tell those who don't know me that well watching the channel for the first time. According to polls this morning I read, Biden is 6 points ahead of Trump. And Biden is going to do better, my prediction, in Florida. And my prediction is in the other battleground states where Biden is close, is running close with Trump or neck and neck, he will surpass Trump. Arizona will turn blue. And over the weekend, I was reading something about a young lady who lost her dad. I forget her dad's name. He has a difficult name anyway. Not that I would remember. I mean, I should have, but I didn't know I was going to talk about it today. And as I'm mentioning Arizona, I'm seeing her picture because there's a picture of her and her dad. The poor guy, before he caught the virus, his daughter was saying to him, this thing is still out there. Don't, take precautions. You know what he said? He said that Trump would never give them bad information. So he got careless. Unfortunately, he came down with the virus. And from what I was trying to watch it yesterday on CNN, she was on CNN yesterday. I missed it. I have to look for it on YouTube or go to the CNN website and watch it. She basically wrote, I'm not quite sure which newspaper, but she wrote something basically calling out Arizona's governor. And in turn, calling out Trump as well. We're going to see more of those things, intuitively, I feel, going forward. People stepping out. There is another young gentleman as well. I believe he's from the state where they had that. Prince is from there, Minnesota. Okay? When I say Prince, I mean the artist. We lost a couple of years ago. There is a young gentleman, from what I understand, he's 31. He thought it was a hoax, and he went out. He said, declaring, he loves his president and blah, blah, blah. His president wouldn't mislead him. He died from the virus. My point is, I'm not celebrating these poor people. I mean, young, 31. These people losing their lives. But there are going to be, intuitively, I feel, a number of these people putting out their testimony. It's their last testimony, unfortunately. And it's going to have an effect on Trump, a tremendous effect. I don't care how much money he raises. It's not going to help him. How much advertisement he has out there and all kinds of platforms and on TV. When these things are coming out, and they started already, there is no turning around. Those who believe this virus is a hoax, or the media is making up those numbers. Like I'm just being shown something I said last week. The news media right now, instead of calling specialists, they are beginning to show videos they captured showing ICUs where people are dying or people are being treated. All these things are going to have an effect. Intuitively, I feel they are going to continue to cause Trump's poll numbers to drop. He's going to get more desperate, and his Republican enablers will the same. They will continue to be desperate, and some of them behind the scenes are besides themselves, trying to figure out how to right this ship in order for them not to lose the Senate. Because if they are able to keep the Senate, they will be able to block the next president. I have a bridge to sell them. In fact, I own George Washington Bridge. If they are willing to believe that, I'll sell it to them. Cash. I don't take checks, But my prediction is there are a lot more people in the Trump base who are going to die and who will make statements in order for us to find out, and other people who are not listening. And I feel, something? Florida. As I'm saying this, I'm seeing Florida. A lot of Trump supporters in Florida are going to get bit, and they're not going to be very happy about it. I saw a young lady, she's the head, or she formed a group of people defying her town, asking everyone to wear masks. I wouldn't be surprised if she comes down with it. Maybe she's doing this. She said something. She says she wears masks when she feels it's appropriate. Yeah. None of us know who has this virus, because it's not because you're a bad person you catch this virus. It's just the virus is haunting all of us. So we are not safe anywhere. We must follow the guidelines. At least we know we tried. But people like herself, if I were her, I would change my mind, because she seems like I'm not quite sure. She looks like she's not even 30. I wouldn't be surprised if I read about her, and I'm going to keep my eyes on it. If she continues the way she's going, and I have to look for her name, so tomorrow I will update you guys on her name. But she's in Florida. She lives in Florida. She was on CNN yesterday and the day before yesterday. She's She's one of the group organizers against wearing face coverings. And yes, we're going to lose people in those areas. Yes, they're going to turn on Trump because they're going to say Trump misled them. And we're going to see major changes. Thank you very much, Lentil Healing. Thank you very much for the super chat and your generosity. You are very welcome. I don't, Trump calls himself a genius. They are not thinking, well, this entire family. They just like Trump sycophants, the entire family, they are fixated on pleasing one person, Trump himself, and they are losing sight of everything that's going around in the country. But it's going to come back to bite. That's my prediction. And regardless of who Trump attacks, they will win. Like in the case of Dr. Fauci, it's a losing battle. Let me answer some questions. People ask me. I don't have that many, and after that I'll go to. Okay. One second. Okay. Oh. Somebody asked me, will Trump collusions with Russia come to light? Well, it has come to light. Trump has been able to, basically put his thumbs on it. But once Barr is gone, we're going to find out a whole bunch of things that we suspected, but they're going to come out. So yes, all of Trump's misdeeds will come out. Everything. Okay. Somebody asked me, are we going to see, because I predicted, I explained the vision that I had, seeing someone reaching out behind Barr's desk and grab him. The person is asking, will we see Barr getting arrested? I don't feel it's going to be while he's in office. I feel I'm not seeing him, as doing the perp walk. I'm not seeing that, but I wouldn't be surprised when this is when they form that committee to investigate everything Trump has done. Oh yes, a lot of them, because of at the time when that committee start investigating and it's time to arrest these people, they will surrender instead of allowing us to watch them do the perp walk. That's what it feels like to me. But yes, all of them will have legal issues. Somebody asked me, what do I think will happen to Jim Jordan and Getz? They will lose their seats. That's, and Getz, for supporting Trump, and this thing is ravaging Florida right now, oh yeah. And Jordan too. So it's a matter of time. Okay. Let me answer some. Thank you, Wanda Webster. Thank you very much for the super chat and your generosity. I really appreciate it. Wanda Webster says, keep it up. I will definitely keep it up. Thank you. Okay. Jacqueline Anderson is asking, why do you think Trump and Pence are around so many people who have the virus but never seems to come down with it? First of all, people who come close to Trump and Pence for months now have been tested. The other thing is, and I don't understand it because I'm not a scientist. I have a few clients, people I know in person, not people from YouTube. Not clients from YouTube. The significant others had the virus, and for some reason they never had it. I was talking to someone on Saturday over the phone, and she was telling me that her boyfriend came down with it. She doesn't understand how, and they both got tested for. They both got tested for antibodies. She doesn't have any antibodies. She never came down with it, but her boyfriend, they went to Asia. When they came back, her boyfriend was violently ill. It was the flu. Okay, and it was not the flu, it was COVID, because he got tested. That's what he had. He was sick for a few weeks. She never came down with it. So when people ask me that question, or when I question and I ask myself the same question, that's my explanation, because I can't explain it. I don't know. But if people who live under the same roof, okay, somehow the husband or the boyfriend or the significant other has it and they don't catch it, it is very much possible that Trump can, and Pence have been lucky. That's the only way I can explain it. And these people won't lie to me. This person I spoke to, she lost family members. So, but if they continue to push their luck, but right now it's going to be difficult until Trump leaves office, then it's going to be a whole different story. But now because of, everything all the perks in the White House, they test people every day and they test anyone who's coming around Trump and Pence. So chances are they will catch you before you infect them. But before, it's because, they were probably in an area where the air was going in the right direction, so they didn't breathe the virus from the people who were sitting next to them. And I did say that when he went to Tulsa, I said, they're going to play games with the ventilation. Where he stands, chances are it's going to be in an area where it pushes everything down, just like they do on the airplanes. Now, I don't know if it was always like that. I don't know, but I watched it. They had something on TV where they explain the ventilation in an airplane. So from the top, it comes down, it pushes everything down, okay, and from down to the floor. And the floor, they have, I forget the technical term for it right now, but it sucks the air. And we circulate, and it also bring in fresh air. So they did something like that intuitively, I feel, when Trump was in Tulsa. And wherever he goes, they are advanced people. They make sure everything works in such a way that to protect him as well. So that's what I feel. I don't know, when did he go to did Trump go to Walter Reed? You know what? Trump has a bunch of stuff that we are not aware of. His cholesterol is not good. It feels like, to me, intuitively, I feel he has a heart issue that we are not aware of, okay? And also there is a neurological issue with Trump. So there are a number of reasons why Trump, if he made a trip to Walter Reed, I'm not surprised, and I did predict that he would suffer health issues while in office. So, but I don't know exactly. I'm not going to tell you stories. Thank you very much, AB, for the super chat and your generosity. I really appreciate it. And AB says, thank you, Milu. You are very welcome. My pleasure. Okay, let's see. Muredi Daffer is asking, will Mueller's testimony in front of the Senate have an effect? Lindsey Graham finally asked him to. Well, I should have mentioned this. Lindsey Graham is not inviting Mueller. I would be surprised if he does it, to be honest with you. Okay? It's like a threat. Anyone who crosses Trump, he may call you in front of the Senate to testify, hoping he can find a hole in your testimony or whatever you are accusing Trump of doing. He's not doing this. If you notice, he says he may invite. Okay? I don't think so, because Mueller would take Trump apart. Because when I talked with him over the weekend, this guy is tired. He's been taking this for a while. Trump keep pushing his button, and the last straw was when Trump pardoned Stone. So, and then also it feels like now he feels a little better health-wise, and the pressure that he was under that was taking a toll on him has lifted because he's been taking care of himself. My answer to that tweet that Graham sent out, I said, I have my popcorn ready. I hope you call him. Graham is smarter than that. He's not going to call Mueller. I don't think so. I'm not seeing it right now. So, and yes, it would not be in Trump's best interest to call Mueller. That's what I feel. And more people from the Mueller team will start speaking out as well. So, we'll see. Okay, somebody just, that's very interesting. Joel Tilson says, I heard this, but I did not know which blood type are more, cause people to be more prone to suffer from COVID or even succumb to COVID. It's blood type A, AB, A minus are blood types. Blood types are more prone to get COVID. That's very interesting. I don't know my blood type. I should try to find out. But even if I have the right blood type, I'm going to stay away from it. I'll tell you that. Okay, so I wanted to share that with, because not everyone, people who watch the video may not see it. Thank you for posting this, Joel. I appreciate it. I learned something. Well, I'm always learning from you guys, but this is very important. Greta, I don't blame you. Greta says, I refuse to see my older friend because she will not wear a mask sometime. Not going to risk, I agree, my family's health and mine and others, no way. I agree with you. I will not be around anyone if you don't want to wear a mask. Absolutely not. If you are out and we are 12 feet apart and the wind is blowing, maybe I'll talk to you from a distance. I agree with you, Greta. It's not worth it. Okay, let me go down. 1 second. Oh my God. Oh, Joel Tilson says most of the population has O-type blood. That's interesting. I don't know mine. I should find out. Okay. Tracy Rose says Lady G thinks he's going to use Mueller against Biden. I don't think that's going to work. Nothing Trump can do right now that's going to affect Biden. Trump is done. Okay. Thank you, friends, for spending some time with me. I have to finish my taxes today. I am not going to be on later. I am sorry. I should have done my tax already, but I started it months ago and never finished it. So I'm going to try to finish my taxes later today. So I won't be on. I will see you tomorrow at 12, same time. Thank you very much for your support. And if those of you if you like the channel, if you are new to the channel and you like the channel, please consider subscribing. I would appreciate it. And also tap on the bell in order for you to be notified when I am online or when I post a video. Again, thank you everyone for spending time with me and for your support. Till tomorrow, bye.